out to 60 feet. That should probably do the job.
Only 60 feet.
Only 60 feet.
You're asking about the item. Personally, I like these tools, but I don't use crossbows that often for my characters.
I think I'd be in the same boat. I can't help but think Kelsey had a fucking crossbow, which she never used.
Yeah, here's the thing, like, 5th edition basically did away with the need for casters to even have ranged weapons because you have at-will spells.
Yeah, true. Thieves' tools it is. I'm also proficient at water vehicles, in case we need to go on a fucking boat trip or something.
Boat heist.
Fuck yeah.
I'm proficient in playing card sets.
I think you get that as a fighter or the
Yeah,
the
or a
background.
knight. Yeah. I was like, why is that the thing it gives you proficiency in? I mean, I guess because like if you're sitting around doing nothing, and I just think it's funny.
I think it. Yeah, I
It's
don't
like
know.
one game set, and I didn't know what most of the other ones were or games with them. So I was like, she's just gonna like randomly be like, you guys want to play cards?
Was that outside our door?
That was outside, probably the neighbors.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say that's I guess it could be one of two ways. Like if it's like a noble, you learn that kind of stuff to be a part of court, or if you're like a knight or like one of the knights from nobility, probably you know how to pass the time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like when you're on duty, you just sit there and you're just like, here you go.
Yeah, you gotta have hobbies.
And dice and playing cards are pretty easy to stash away, so it wouldn't be too like unrealistic to just
See, the only thing is,
have it there as a soldier.
I have proficiency in playing card sets, but it didn't give me any playing cards.
No, you need money for playing cards.
I know.
It's only 5 silver.
It is.
Sometimes in your background, it will say that you have a set of the supply.
That's also true.
Yeah, they usually.
It says set of fine clothes, signet ring, scroll of pedigree, and a purse containing gold. And then
well, I mean,
it says
then you just
proficiency as a type.
then you
I'll
just
go
buy
buy some.
You can just buy some, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like playing cards are expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Hermit comes with an herbalism kit. Though that is one of the cheapest tools out there.
I'll have proficiency in herbalism kit come level 3. I need to roll my staff.
I got stupid stats.
I've been getting
it
it because I'm afraid.
You know how it's like you have to get at least 70 total numbers? As in like when you add up all your numbers?
Yep.
I got 71.
Yeah, that's always fun.
It's okay though.
Fingers
It
crossed.
works for the character.
You could be like fucking Guy Everyman with what,
I know,
fucking
I don't
5
think-
12s and a 13.
I don't think that's gonna come close. With that
Oh, you
4.
mean like 4, 9, 10, 14, 16, 14? That's not going to add up to 70?
Yeah, I'm not even adding them. I saw the 4 and I knew that was a bad time.
67. Almost.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
so
Oh my god, that
if
would
only,
suck.
if only. Yeah, you could have had an 18, and you would have been just screwed.
That's okay.
It's better, but geez, why is?
Let's see, 69. You're not there
Nice.
yet.
Is it really 69?
I think so.
Well, you just won.
No,
You
it's
won D&D.
No, it's 70 exact.
Oh, well.
Wait, did I get that right? No, I might have gotten that wrong. Hang on.
10, 12, 11, 7, 12, 15,
67,
and
I guess.
67.
Yeah,
67, so I
Oh,
was
so
off,
you,
yeah.
you didn't win and you were off. Okay.
There you
Okay,
go.
that's definitely over 70.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Oh, it's such a good human spread, too.
It is.
Knock up 4 odd numbers.
But I is not playing a human.
I know.
is a halfling. Did
I
you guys
just-
check out my name? I kind of have a theme.
No, what's the name? Hold on.
All I can think of is
2 diseases.
Oh, no. Also, I'm digging Shane's character name, too.
which one?
Some gallows humor.
And
Oh yeah.
I get at 3rd level. I'll get proficiency in the poisoner's kit and the herbalism kit.
As
and
a
for my
monk?
background, I took alchemist tools.
You're still a monk,
For
right?
alchemist, I am still a monk.
That's so weird. Okay.
I played a really good mad scientist monk years ago.
Checks out.
I play a mad scientist in our vampire game.
That's true.
I can make sure that
that game so much.
I don't know why half the purples are tokens are purple and half of them are blue, but we're just going with it.
oh my
What
gosh,
team
I'm gonna
am I
have
on?
proficiency in so
Blue
many.
team.
Mhm.
Who's the slime?
It's not a slime.
It's a
is it?
tentacle monster.
It's a tentacle monster. My warlock can summon tentacles.
What are brewer supplies? Is that like to make alcohol?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. It's a
Yes.
brewer's kit for.
So you know what I've decided for my character?
What'd you decide?
She loves cheese.
That is a great thing to love.
Mm-hmm.
So
Eat it anywhere.
we haven't officially said it, but hi everyone! Thanks for stopping by for the session 0 of our new Waterdeep Dragon Heist game. New Waterdeep, different DM. This time Shay's behind the seat, back again to DM for us.
Hello. I am
Woo.
indeed the dungeon mistress. Instead of let's see, last time we did this, we did autumn. Super fun. Very sad that we didn't get to save that recording because Ren did an ace job. It was fantastic.
Oh, that's right. We don't have it archived at all.
No, and it sucks so much because by far, I think that was your greatest combination of NPC voices, and I don't think I can emulate them all.
Do your best.
I'll do my best. But yeah, we're doing the summer season this time. Great thing about Dragon Heist, you don't have to choose a villain until like the 3rd chapter.
Or you could be a pro gamer and throw all of the villains.
Or all the villains. It could be possible. There's more than one villain, or antagonist, villain, antagonist, whatever. But this game is essentially, there's a lost treasure somewhere, hidden somewhere. Everyone is in Waterdeep, starting out at the Yawning Portal Tavern, which is a tavern for adventurers, with a big old hole in it that leads to Undermountain. But here we are. Everyone has a pretty decent idea of who their characters are. I've seen folks working on them, so I have kind of an idea. And Rin just left his tentacle monster right next to Kay.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I rotated us because of the color scheme. It had nothing to do with.
That's fair. Let's see.
I'm in between some ugly purple team members.
Whoa! First of all, you can't see my face, so how would you say I'm ugly? You don't know what I look like.
Just because you're on purple team.
Oh, okay.
On that note, though, since we are here in session 0, each one of you, I guess let's just go around and tell me about all of your character concepts. I have a pretty decent idea, but in case anything's changed.
Also, if you guys haven't joined it already, make sure the characters are added to D&D Beyond as well, so that we can keep that up. That should be.
Let's see.
Yeah, so currently I only have mine and Shane's on there. I see Dido's.
I added mine.
I see Dido's. I don't see yours.
What?
And Dido, make sure you claim yours, but that might be getting worked on right now, so I don't know.
Now, is this in the same...
It'll be in the same one as Tomb and Descent.
So, let's see, just so I can get a good look at that.
I'm still mourning. Cast.
That was bad luck that it showed up, right?
We can... And if you want to play those characters again sometime, just keep them shelved. I plan on playing my Barbarian again at some point, so...
I literally... Because the art came right after it ended, I was like, I definitely need to use it again. How do you add characters to it?
So if you're on the Dragon Heist D&D Beyond one, you should just be able to create an unassigned character, and then once it's done, it should make you active.
I don't see it.
I see.
I guess the thing I did was I created it under my character instead of my characters, instead of a...
Oh, then I think there's a way for you to add them.
I can copy the link.
Well, she has to physically put them into the game because she's not here.
Yeah.
So I believe there's a way to add you. Because you have access to the Dragon Heist room because you're already in it.
Mm-hmm.
So you should be able to just move that character over. Let's go to my characters. Oh, yeah, under your character, there should be a spot for... Oh, no, there's not a spot for the campaign. Edit? How do you add them on? Huh. It doesn't say how to add them on. Let's see here. D&D Beyond.
Sorry, I'll stick with what I...
Oh, hold on. Found it. Article. How do I add character to campaign? Join campaign, you need the link from the campaign creator. Go to campaign link. Just having the link and going to it gives you the option to join the campaign. You have to go to the link to add your own characters. It's kind of counterintuitive. You'd think you would just click add to campaign character, but you have to follow the link. Okay, so let's give you the link again.
Okay, I see it. I got it.
You got it? Okay.
I was able to grab it from... Yeah, I have access to the link. So
Sweet.
join with this character.
There you go.
There I go.
There you go.
I've arrived.
Ta-da! I will refresh that, and yes, there you are.
So who wants to start with character ideas?
I can.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, well, I will be playing Sigrilda, also known as Siggy. Jostad? I guess that's how you say it. I don't know. I just looked at Viking last names because I was going with a Viking theme. She is a half-orc fighter who comes from a family of knights. Her father, I don't know. One of her parents is, I'm still working out the details, but she's from what's it called? The B Gate. I don't know how to say the first name.
Baldur's Gate.
She's from that Baldur's Gate. Yes, she's from that city. Her parents are within the ranks of either the military or the Watch. I don't think it's going to be the Watch because her parents are saying that that they're threatening to add her to the Watch. Because basically, her family thinks that she's too soft, and they're like, you need to harden up in order to become a knight or become a part of the military. And yeah, so she's trying to go on an adventure to prove to her family that she could become a knight while still remaining a soft being. If you want to know about like personality, literally. If you want to know personality traits, I am literally aiming for Scorpia vibes. From She-Ra. She is going to be a hugger and want to be friends with everyone. You know, one of those kind of characters. Very different than what I usually do, so it might be a little rough at first, but...
I was going to say, I expect you to hug everyone you meet.
Oh, definitely. And she'll probably buy drinks for everyone. As I said earlier, she loves cheese and she loves drinking because drinking makes her happy. Because, you know, like... And it makes other people happy, usually, unless they're angry drunks, and she doesn't like angry drunks. But it says that correct me if I'm wrong, but it says that I put down that she's 16, but that's because it said that half-orcs age faster than humans, and they reach adulthood around 14. So I tried to do that math correctly. I don't know.
That's fine. It's medieval setting too, so...
Yeah.
Like, if your own moral sensibilities want them to be older because modern times, then you can up that, but you're an adult, you're an adult.
Yeah, so I'm thinking in terms of like half-orc, about my age, but like maybe a tad bit older, so I might bump it up a little bit, but yeah, that's really all I have currently. I put down that she is a follower of Helm, the god of protection. So she really likes protecting people, and one of her main things is to protect those that are weaker than her. So
that is actually a really good thing to know. I will make note of that, and you will get.
Because I added a bunch of because I found out that there's a freaking Forgotten Realms wiki page. So I went onto there and just started doing a bunch of research on like Faerun and all the other places because I knew it was a thing. I just didn't think it was like a big thing.
I should really say I love players like you who are told there's a setting and you just take the initiative to look it up, because I've gone through so many other groups where it's like, I don't know what this is. It's like, we've been playing this for months. How do you not know what's happening? It's like, I just don't have an interest in it. It's like, why are you here? So thank you. I'm glad that like you deep dived into it and are learning.
That's how I had to learn about like all. Usually I'm on there researching like outer beings or outer planes beings or fae or gods or things that are a bit more esoteric, or if there's like people in the setting, because you said you wanted to be from Baldur's Gate.
And I did the research, and it was like, it says that they're very accepting of different races and everything. I was mostly looking for places that had like orcs, because obviously I know orcs are like frowned upon in lots of places. So I was like, I can't choose a city that's like, you know, because especially since I wanted her to be a part of like a more noble family and a knight, and I was like, some places might be like, no orcs as knights.
Yeah, half orc though is totally different.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
On that note, is Now, is your family? Do you want your family to be like are both parents half orcs, or is one like human and one's half orc, or one's orc, or?
So originally I was thinking that one was human and one was orc, but that's just because that's what I thought it had to be.
It doesn't
honestly,
necessarily, but
no.
you could have an exile orc, or you could have the original origin of half orcs.
Yeah.
My half orc is half orc, half Goliath.
There you go. Also, yeah, it doesn't really specify what the half has to be.
Yeah. Well, she's
One
half
half.
orc, half human. Yeah, I haven't quite decided. It's probably just gonna go with the original. It was gonna be her mom's a human and her dad's an orc, and both of them are within the ranks. It's not like the mom stays home and is the housewife. Like they're very big on like
they're
being
both
hard
warrior
worker.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, are you like
her
the?
mom's?
Sorry, go on.
Huh? Oh, I was to say her mom's a little sort of going with like stereotype. Her mom is a little bit more soft than her dad, and it's who she really like admires of the two of them. And her dad's the one that's like, "We'll send you to the watch if you don't do this," because she doesn't want to go around just wandering the city, making sure people don't do petty crime. She's like, "No, I need to go protect people. I need to go to war."
So, on that note, are you like the 6th or 7th child where you don't necessarily get the inheritance, and so you're out trying to make your own claim, or are you or do you have an inheritance and it's just like your whole family participates in combat or in military?
Oh no, it's definitely that she has the inheritance, but her family is just like, you need to stop being so nice to people or else we won't give it to you, sort of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So she's like, because they're basically like, it doesn't do well for you in battle, but she's just like, it will, I swear. Oh, everyone is clapping downstairs.
And you've already answered. You already came to Waterdeep because you wanted to prove yourself in an adventure.
Yeah, and whether or not I knew about the adventure beforehand, I guess we'll decide when it comes around.
Yeah. But. Well, you'll run into it, but probably by the time you got to Waterdeep, the place that adventurers tend to congregate would be the Yawning Portal. So on that, you have the opportunity, and they're all revealed to you. So if you want to go to the journal tab and check out the Yawning Portal friendly faces, and you can select one of them to be someone you happen to have met or known, or someone who's basically a contact for you. And that goes for everyone. But you can take a look at those. If you have any questions about them, you feel free to ask. What about everyone else? What's everyone else playing?
I guess I'll go next then. I'm playing Asterope. Asterope is a masked individual who appears to fit the body size and description of a human, but their identity is never revealed because they don't remove their mask. They are a type of warlock that is up and coming here in the City of Splendors, as it is a dockside city, but I chose a pact using the Bilgewater content, so she is a lurker in the deep warlock. So she has pacts specifically with water-based aberrations.
Fun.
And so she is a very... I guess I accidentally did this. thanks to Kay, and I didn't realize it, but she probably has very Shadow Weaver vibes. Yeah, that wasn't the intention. Like, I was trying to find a way to make Catra work, and then I was like, the only thing that would work is Monk, and I don't want a double Monk. But yeah, I accidentally made Shadow Weaver. But, so, there really isn't too much about the character that I'm willing to reveal, because they need to be an enigma, wrapped in a question, shrouded by a mystery. But they tend to be very earnest and direct. They have obscure hobbies, and they tend to be the one willing to do things that others won't, to make sure that the group is safe or gets things done. So there we go. Also, I have a tentacle friend that I can summon because it's part of the ability.
So, on that note, then, go ahead and just send me, just PM me your patron.
Oh, sure. I should figure out what specifically that means.
Or I could decide a patron for you.
Yeah, just make a patron for me, because
I know exactly who it is.
It doesn't really specify, so. Cool. That's really it. That's me. The picture here is pretty much the way their appearance looks. Their arcane focus is the gem at the center of their mask there. The horns may be for show. Who knows? Nobody's ever seen them dressed down. But maybe they're not.
I can hear you guys, don't worry.
Okay, good.
I'm just grabbing my drink.
Alright,
But
so...
that's me.
Did you want to reveal why you came to Waterdeep?
Just been in Waterdeep.
Okay.
Currently just hanging out at the Yawning Portal.
Alright.
With a drink they never drink.
A drink they never drink. Well, there's a sippy straw.
No, they don't drink anything.
Alright. So, yeah, go ahead and send me a little bit of information about that, and I guess we can just keep going down the line, or so Shane or Dido, would either of you like to go next?
I'll go next, I suppose.
Okay, good, because I have to input everything manually into Roll20.
Can you grab the...
That's what I'm doing.
Thank you.
I am playing Elizabeth Gallows, the human grave cleric, though she's more of a doctor rather than a cleric when it comes to healing matters, unless urgent. She was previously orphaned at a very young age, also coming from Baldur's Gate, so she, didn't like the first 14, 15 years of her life. She never got along with anyone at the orphanage until... didn't really become happy until she finally broke out and legged it for the harbour, jumped on the first ships she saw, and started away to try and get somewhere new. Eventually, she realised it was a pirate ship when one of them found her, dragged her above deck. By this point she was heavily dehydrated. Yet regardless of breaking into this little, this pirate ship, the captain took pity to her and let her stay, let her do some menial jobs, kept her alive for the time being. Though their lack of a surgeon was very apparent, and luckily Elizabeth had picked up a few skills, some, basic suturing and basic wound treatment when at a time in the orphanage, so she got a hefty promotion when they found out she actually had use to them, and she spent a good about 10 years or so on a pirate ship until she realised she could never go back to her home city. Not that she cared, because she was technically, had a bounty on her head. Eventually she decided to settle down a little bit and went to another port city to try and set up a little patient surgery rather. Though the success of that is been waning, so now she just spends her time at the pub.
So, how long have you been in Waterdeep then?
A couple of years.
Alright. And you said you learned your practice in an orphanage?
Basic
or on the
medicine
pirate
in an orphanage, and then everything was just self-taught. Like,
okay.
Panically trying to mend someone's wound as you're being railed by cannonballs.
Gotcha. So you're a combat medic.
Yes.
I need a medic.
On that note, then, how long have you been with these pirates? And do you care to disclose that information, or would you like to send it to me privately?
What was the question? Sorry.
Do you care? How long have you been with these pirates? And do you care to disclose that information, or would you rather send it to me privately?
Considering the pirate comes with a bad reputation, I think she'd be open enough about it to say that, yeah, she was with them for a good 10 years, give or take. But she probably wouldn't converge the finer details of all the fun stuff she did, like, being the one who knows about nerves and pressure points, therefore she gets the torturing job.
Ah, gotcha. Alright. Do you know the name of the crew, or...
No, I was hoping to ask someone for that because I'm terrible with names.
I had a thought, but it actually won't work. You're playing a human, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Though it could have been an elven crew, she does know Elvish.
Let me see.
If that helps at all. Or Undercommon. She knows Undercommon too for some reason.
Well, the one I'm thinking of wouldn't have kept you as a crew member. Maybe as, like, an extended guest, but... Alright, let me see. I'll start looking around for that. So your reason for hanging out is that your practice is just kind of not getting off the ground?
Pretty much.
Okay.
At first, she would have came back with a decent haul of loot and invested it into a little building. Just, she's probably been renting it for a few years, but has since had to give it up. Now she's just working out of whatever, more than likely the yawning portal.
Okay.
Just stitching wounds of anyone who comes back up above ground.
So let me send you something and get your opinion and see if I.
Oh.
Where are you? There you are. definitely don't want that pirate group.
I was trying to think about character voices, right? You want to know something funny?
Sure,
I
what
was
you
like,
thinking?
what if
What are you
just
playing? A half-orc?
half orc? But I was like, what if I just take this helium balloon and just use it every time? But I'm not going to. That's not like how I was picturing her voice at all, but I was just like, that'd be hilarious. I could just do that for a character, but I was like, no, I'd get so dizzy by the end of the night. Can you just imagine every time just, hold on, I need to speak. Oops.
And that's exactly what happens every time you need to
Yep.
speak.
Yep. It landed on my sandwich.
Oh no.
I want to order food, but my mom has friends over, and I don't want the freaking food person to come up and be like, you have people over. I'm like, no, that's my mom, not me.
Okay. Alright, I found one that might work for you. There we go. How about... Yeah. Oops. There we go.
Interesting.
Well, I guess it does say former pirate.
Well, Elizabeth Gallows was also a former pirate. It just depends
I
on
mean,
the
that's
time.
fair. It doesn't say exactly, just mid 14th. Yeah, just mid 14th.
I'm happy enough to say that Elizabeth may have given up because her captain gave up as well. So there's an opportunity as well.
They didn't give up. They just went on to be adventurer.
True.
But I'll keep looking through those and see if there's anything else in case you're interested. You've been in Waterdeep for a few years.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I guess Dido. Who are you playing?
I am playing Lime, who is a Ghostwise halfling monk. Also from Baldur's Gate. And she is a guild artisan for a very prominent family there. I would kind of describe her as the Pied Piper. She would definitely inflict you with a disease just to see if she could cure it.
Shay, did you want yours here?
Sorry?
Did you want yours here?
No. I'll get in there. Sorry. That's kind of the music, actually. I guess. So you've been in Baldur's Gate then, or not Baldur's Gate, Waterdeep for a while.
Yeah, probably.
Alright.
I was sent there by the guild that I work for.
Okay, so you're from Baldur's Gate and then came to Waterdeep. So we have three who are from Baldur's Gate.
Jeez, you guys are in the wrong setting.
So do you have an idea of who your guild is, or do you
Yes,
still?
they're moneylenders.
All right,
they're
I know
very
exactly who
famous
you're
moneylenders.
talking about. All right. So how long have you worked for your patrons then?
I don't even know how old my chickadee is yet. How long do halflings live?
I think they're actually now that you asked it, I'm not 100% sure. I think I can pull it up. Whoops.
Because I don't want to say like a certain amount of time, then it turns out that she was like 2. That doesn't.
No, those would be goblins. Is what I'm looking for.
Lives into the middle of his or her 2nd century, and they
Okay.
reach adulthood at about 20.
Alright, so you age the same rate as humans, but you live to like.
I've probably been working with them for quite a while. They employed me to try and cure the disease of a family member. We haven't quite found a cure yet.
Alright. Yeah, that makes. That actually fits. Alright. So, so your reason for. Do you want to say your reason for coming to Waterdeep, or would you rather send it to me privately?
Oh, I can. I was sent here to make money and to experiment on people.
Dark. Alright. Let's see.
Everything else is just for fun.
Gotcha. And you've been in this city for a while, you said?
Probably a couple of months. Not
Okay.
too long.
Alright, so you're still relatively new.
Yeah.
So, with that all said and done, has everyone had a chance to look at the friendly faces?
Yes and no. I need to know more about their personalities. Who would be the one that would be like... I mean, like, I read the quotes, but, like... Who would be the most friendliest?
The most friendly.
The most friendly, yes.
Durnan.
I would say Miloon. Miloon, War
Okay.
Dragon, is probably the most friendliest.
Probably would take you on as like a mentor too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking him, but I also think, like, me and Bonnie are pretty good friends. Because, like, she's a bar person, I like drinking.
Mm-hmm.
But, no, I mean, I'd probably go with Miloon.
Okay.
There is also another half orc there too.
Yeah, I saw, but she looks scary, and my person does not like the stereotypical orcs because she thinks that they give us a bad name.
So she's too much like your dad.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, like, I would totally arm wrestle her, but, like, it'd be to prove her wrong.
That's fair.
Always got to prove them wrong.
Also, one quick thing I added about my backstory, because I was looking up Helm and stuff to figure out more about him.
Mm-hmm.
So one of his temples, there's not one in Baldur's Gate, so there is one in Silvery Moon, and I'm thinking that's where her mom's from. So she does go there often to visit family, and that's how she found out about.
If you wanted to keep the Baldur's Gate background, El Terrell has a temple to Helm.
Yeah, Elturel's like right down the street.
Mm-hmm.
Where's?
Oh,
what,
yeah.
Cool. Never mind then.
But because Silvery Moon's
Well, because I was.
Silvery Moon's in the other direction, but it does have a
Yeah.
higher orc population. Like Silvery Moon is much further north, but like I said, it has a bigger orc and half orc population because of that.
Mhm.
So both are options, and people travel from Silvery Moon to Waterdeep because it's along the trade roads, and I believe Silvery Moon is still in the Lord's Alliance,
Yeah.
which is a
Well,
confederation of the
if you're-
city-states.
If you're cool with it, I might actually change because they do have the Knights of Silver, or whatever they're called. I never read about that. I never realized that was a thing. There's so many cities, I didn't know what they were. But either one works. If we want to keep it Baldur's Gate, I'm fine. But also,
I've skimmed over them, but I don't have the details on them. Either would work. A lot of it's going to end up essentially based on your like certain people are going to take more interest based on your background or your history.
Yeah.
So like when you said home and everything, I knew exactly who I knew your character might end up meeting. What about everyone else? What's everyone else's thoughts on your friendly faces contacts?
I was kind of thinking Durnan. He probably gets enough menial gossip that he enjoys it. Excuse me. That he enjoys a good story about how she reattached someone's leg and he bled everywhere in the upstairs room. Oh yeah, Bonnie's gonna have to go and clean that, by the way. Sorry.
All right.
What about you, Dido?
I was thinking Durnan, but I'm also thinking Alistair Silvermane.
Jalister?
Jalister.
Jalister's the watchman.
Yeah. So you would know that he is a watchman. Alright, so
It's like I'm torn between information and money. Because the other one would be the cleric.
Obaya? Oh yeah, she would be all about money.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
the
yeah,
entire
she's a cleric.
Mad Mage.
Okay. So that's... What about you, Ren?
Well, fucking Kyle's three strings over here, but no, not really. Everybody hates three strings. He sucks. Probably Bonnie for the ease of it. Probably because being faceless, there's probably not many people they connect to.
That actually works out real well for your character, I think.
Mm-hmm. So the barmaid probably is like, why aren't you drinking anything? And it's like, don't worry about it. I'm drinking through osmosis.
I've come to refresh these drinks 5 times and that one's still fucking there. I'm watching you, boy. Oh, girl, brother.
Oh yeah, my halfling is wearing a bull mask. Forgot to say that.
Yeah, I need to get
Just a luchador monk.
Yeah. Well, as part of the way of mercenary, you have what they call it, a mask of... Your mask of mercy.
Mm.
Is what they call it.
That's right.
So you get to pick your mask, which is kind of why I picked that one.
Nice. Is it wrong that I just picture Kay's character fastball specialing your halfling so you can grapple people? Or just clothesline them?
Well, grappling might not be the best thing she should do. Because grappling...
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean...
Actually,
yeah,
I don't think there's a
use
size
mask,
penalty anymore. So, did you settle on Jalister or Obaya?
Jalister.
Jalister. Alright. So, I'm going to pull them back up just so I can... here we go. And has everyone looked over the code legal?
It's important you look
No.
over the
It
code
is.
legal.
That is an important one. Let me post that one again.
As we learned from another game, it is important to know what the code legal is. It's basically just the rules and laws of Waterdeep. In an urban campaign, it's strongly discouraged that you don't be a murder hobo because you're in a lawful city.
Boy, it's a good thing I'm a criminal.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing I'm a Pied Piper who infects people.
It's like, you can be a criminal, you just have to not get caught.
Good.
And...
But largely it lays out what you can and can't do in the city, and if you get caught doing them, what to expect.
It's not saying don't do something you want to do, just be aware of what could happen.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
So I know what it means, but when I saw fencing stolen goods, I just pictured a fencing sword with like a bunch of stolen apples on it and like fencing with someone. I was just like, interesting.
Interesting.
Where's...
And then I read poisoning a city, well, death. I read it as poisoning a city, well, death.
Well, guess I'll just die.
It's like, well, that's what's gonna happen. You poison the whole city, and you're in the city, so death.
Was there no map for the Yawning Portal?
No.
Okay. Noted.
I love first level character creation. It gets by so quickly.
Until you have to manually input everything because Roll20 doesn't have all of the information.
Yeah. It's the problem having access to things and them not being, like, in cahoots with the other thing that gives access to a lot of stuff. And it's like, buy this book. Buy this book again. Buy this book a third time. It's like, why would I do that? Why can't you all just work together and split profits?
I always like make it in D&D Beyond first and then manually enter them because I usually play characters with strange concepts, but this one's not a strange concept, so I'm just like, I'm not used to it, but I still manually put it in, but I was like, I didn't really have to technically.
I generally like make it in D&D Beyond, then make sure I type it all out in Roll20 just so I try and retain that knowledge.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's easy to copy and paste from D&D Beyond to Roll20.
Yeah. Like I said in the chat, I haven't figured anything out about my retainers or why I would have them.
I sent you a suggestion.
You did? Where is it?
It would be like...
Oh. Well, yes, I'll definitely have a lizard folk.
It's just 2 humans and a lizard folk. Or a dragonborn, I guess. Probably easier to make a dragonborn.
Yeah.
One that doesn't talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
make Kyle and Elle.
Fucking Kyle.
So your retainers are not going to be combatants. They're just people who like do stuff for you.
Basic shit. Yeah.
Pretty much.
I was thinking something along the lines of like, it was very much so like, my family was like, okay, well, we don't believe you can do this, so we're sending some people just in case you get in trouble, sort of thing.
And they were just happy to be rid of Kyle.
Yeah, that or like instead of like in case you get more like we'll send them to observe your like your it's basically like take notes on what you're doing and send it back in a letter every day. To be like, this is what your child did today.
Your progress report.
Yeah, basically. I was thinking
murdered an official with her new friends.
Okay.
So, Shay, I have a challenge for you.
Alright, what's the challenge?
You, by session 2, you have to almost TPK the group.
Oh no.
And have 3 KOs.
I feel targeted by this.
No, it happened in yesterday's Fandelver game.
Oh, okay.
The paladin went unconscious because he drowned.
I was gonna say, because I'm pretty sure by session 2 of Tomb, there was almost a TPK and several TKOs.
Oh, there definitely was.
It was like
And-
it was like a half TP. I know at least 2 people almost died.
Yeah.
And at that
And-
time we had 5.
Then they fought a group of goblins and a bugbear. 2 of them went unconscious. One of the party members couldn't even get in because the half-orc went unconscious, blocking the doorway.
You can move through allied spaces.
Well, I think he was also failing his save to actually get up there because he had to climb.
Mm-hmm.
And then they didn't rest. Quite a few of them are low on health because, they were just knocked out. And they run into another group of goblins.
Good times.
That was fun.
That
That was fun
sounds
to
like
watch.
it.
It's like one of those things like when you're watching a show and you're yelling at them to do something because it's like so smart. That's what I was doing. I was yelling at my computer telling them, take a short rest.
Did any of them... I feel, I don't know, concerned about...
They cliffhangered when they entered the cave with more goblins. So tune in next week to see if it's a TPK.
That's fair. Alright, I'm starting to set up the start for y'all. Has everyone finished their characters already?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
except for my retainers, but they could always just be sent the next day.
I mean, I haven't done like my personality traits or whatever, but it's playable.
You can
Okay.
make those as you go.
Yeah.
I actually do that sometimes when I'm not 100% sure.
Well, I wasn't sure on like what kind of personality my monk would even have until I chose the guild artisan. I was like, oh, she can have a pan flute. She's got access to alchemist supplies, poisoner's kit, an herbalism kit. She's just like a freaking mad scientist. Let's go.
Let's go.
Kinda.
The character just kind of wrote herself. And then, of course, before I even thought of all that, I named her like last week.
Halflings have dark vision, yes?
No.
No?
No, actually, I don't think they do.
Okay. Just making sure I have your token set up correctly then.
I'm trying to find our... I'm trying to find the named NPC tokens. Oh, here we are, I think. Yes.
Ugh. I don't know how to put. I never know how to put the attacks and spellcasting stuff in, so I just go to the eye and put them in from there. But they don't
Yeah,
have one for
that's the-
unarmed strike.
That's the best way to do it because it'll auto-calculate all that for you.
Yeah, they don't have one for unarmed strike though, so
They should.
Yeah,
it's just a
so
proficiency.
with Roll20, they only give unarmed strike to monks,
Oh.
like automatically on the sheet.
Yeah, otherwise you have to just enter it,
Yeah,
which
manually.
is easy to do, but...
I always get so sad when I see level 1. I look and
Sorry.
I'm just like, aw. It's not your fault.
I get upset when I look at my AC and it's nowhere near and it's not quite carries.
I mean, you're a monk. You'll be fine.
I was sad beforehand, but then Rin pointed out to me that I have armor on, so it got up much higher. It was originally like an 8. I was like, I'm a fighter. What in
And
the
then-
world? But then he was like, what kind of
You
armor
didn't
do you have?
equip
I was
your
like,
armor?
yeah, not yet.
If it makes you feel
Um,
any better, I have the lowest armor right now.
No, now I have 18, but I have a -2 initiative, so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this person has horrible dexterity.
I do get to
horrible.
wear armor though, so that's a trade-off.
Huh.
Warlocks can wear armor.
3 strings isn't in here.
He definitely should
That's
be.
okay.
I mean, yeah, it's not like he'll be missed.
I think I have the. Who has. So Ren has the lowest AC?
Yes, because I'm a warlock.
Oh.
You got a cleric, a fighter, and you're a monk. So you have unarmored AC. Cleric can have medium armor, and your fighter is probably in good medium armor and a shield.
Mm-hmm.
3 strings is not any, really.
Yes, I'm rocking a 17 AC.
Huh?
I have
They
18.
They didn't add 3 strings. That's okay. You don't need them.
I could have had 18, but I wanted to actually be able to roll stealth checks.
Yeah, no, my person. Siggy won't pass stealth checks in general. I have a
Yes, I
-2
didn't realize that
stealth.
at the time.
Alright.
Hopefully it'll get better, but
Yeah, I couldn't decide if I wanted to go and get proficiency in investigation or medicine.
I have.
Because they both would work.
I have investigation.
I have expertise in medicine.
You know what you
I
have
have-
for a better option, Shay?
What's that?
Where are you making your map?
What?
Where are you making your map?
On the...
The random one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna drop you a better bard instead of 3 strings.
a new character.
Sure.
Let's see, where is... Here we go.
We don't
Start.
need 3 strings. It sucks.
Where to start?
Oops. I just realized all my passive perception and everything. It's not bad, but it's average. But I used to playing smart characters,
Gotcha.
except
Alright.
in D&D. My other characters aren't smart. Finn is not smart. Ah,
There we go. Ooh,
There you go.
I am just about finished. So where's this other... Oh, there we go. Yeah, alright. That's fair.
You're welcome.
Okay. One last thing, and I'll be ready to start. But I think I may want to take an early break so I can get some food in me before we do.
Alright, we're at an hour. Let's
Okay.
take an early break, guys.
Okay.
5 minutes, then we'll get rolling.
lit.
Sounds good?
Alright, stick around.
All right.
I'll go downstairs. cake.
Is there a celebration going downstairs or something? Or is it just a get-together?
No, my mom's having. Well, yes, there's. My mom's friend is moving away, so she's doing like a little go away party. There are people downstairs. It was funny though. I'll probably tell this again when everyone else gets back. But one of the women there was like, I was grabbing something and she was like, don't, because I was like at the little table with all the food. She goes, don't you love it when your mom has parties? And I was like, yeah, yes. And then she was just like, lots of food everywhere. And she goes, and boys. And I was just like, I looked like in my head, I didn't say this to her. In my head, I was like, one, I'm a lesbian. Two, I am 21. All the boys here are 50. Like, what is this, like, lots of boys? I was like, dude, what? I don't understand. Like, I'm not attracted to any of these dudes.
Was she trying to, like, I don't know, impart her desires onto you, or like live vicariously through you or something silly?
Probably, because she was only grabbing like salads and stuff, and here I am with 3 little cakes. Like, she was like, I'm trying to decide what I want to get. She had a little salad on her plate, and I was just, and she was just like, I'm doing the same thing. I'm like, no, you're not. I have 3 cakes. You have the salad.
Yes, there's something quite a bit different between those 2 plates.
And also, you're in little booty shorts and a tank top. I'm here in a t-shirt and sweatpants with my hair in a bun. Like, playing D&D upstairs. You're at a party. There's a lot of differences going on. Yeah, no, I always say if there was a, my mom was on a TV show, it'd be The Real Housewives. That describes her to a T.
Can't say I've ever seen The Real Housewives.
It's just the like Kardashians. It's not like the Real Housewives.
Can't say I've ever seen the Kardashians.
It's like just drama. It's a bunch of like just very stereotypical reality TV. It's a bunch of women who are housewives, and it's just a TV show about all the drama going on between all of them. Like, did you hear what Stacy just said? My mom one time got into the car after I picked her up from a bar. With my friend was in the back seat. I had to keep the front seat open because I know my mom would want to sit in the front seat. And she goes, she's on the phone. She gets a phone call. She answers it as she goes. She goes, okay, so this bitch. I was just like, okay, well, hi mom, this is my friend. Her name's Elizabeth. She's in the back seat, and yes, her name was Elizabeth. Yeah, just wanted to introduce you.
God, gossiping like a teenager. That's kind of adorable.
I for a theater play I was directing, which was a little 10-minute play. I used her yearbook, and it was like biggest gossip, and she was under that. I was like, lovely. That explains it.
Australian yearbooks don't have anything fun like that. It's a bit of a bummer.
My school had them, but we only had 44 people in my graduating class because I went to a private school, and they were like, they were all stupid ones. I just got most school spirit because I would dress up on spirit days, but other than that, nothing. I just used it as an excuse to cosplay. But we got like celebrity lookalikes, which is weird because none of the people looked like the celebrities that they were put as, because there's 44 people in our class.
Yeah, so they were really trying to reach to make some of these fit.
They put the only mixed person as Bruno Mars, and I was like, if that doesn't describe our fucking school.
That's racist.
Literally. But no, he was so proud of it. He was like, huh, I look like Bruno Mars. We're just like, okay.
Like, all right, dude, sure.
And I'm like, if you're okay with this
what that actually meant.
Yeah. And we only had like 2 black people at our school, and they both were recruited for the basketball team.
That sounds fitting for a private school, I believe.
Yep. It was not the best school, but I learned stuff mostly about how to deal with annoying people.
That is a very useful talent to have.
Yeah. It's just a Madagascar smile and wave, boy, smile and wave.
I gotta finish my mics now so I can have it filtered out by work.
I'm gonna chug.
No.
Do you
Probably
know what
not.
I have?
I don't. What's
that
that?
I tried today? Do you know
What's
what I
that?
have that I tried today?
What's that? Oh, you tried Fireball?
Yeah, it's
Nice.
not bad. I thought it was gonna be worse.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically just the candy.
Yeah, Fireball.
Like, I wouldn't drink
Speaking of
it.
candy, I have some here.
Nice. Yeah, I wouldn't drink it a lot, but if they were like, hey, here's a shot of Fireball, it's like, okay, I'll do 1 shot of Fireball, but I would.
Yeah,
I don't know how the people drink it religiously. It's too much
Oh, I
cinnamon.
don't either.
Mix it with
So-
apple juice and it makes a damn good apple pie.
I don't know
Apple
if you
juice.
can tell, but there's all of this shit in my room. It wasn't in here this morning. My mom took everything that was downstairs that didn't belong downstairs and came up and put it in my room today because of this little get-together she's having.
Oh, I was gonna say because you're
including-
moving out, so your room is storage now.
Well, basically that too. But she knew I was coming home this week because I can't go back to my apartment or into my new apartment until the 15th. But including the liquor that me and my friend bought on my birthday because I was able to go to the ABC store finally. So my phone is currently being propped up on some Malibu.
That was
I
good.
got this Fireball, and then I have just some normal vodka in a bag over there.
Nice.
I
Also,
haven't had
go ahead.
alcohol in like a week and a half.
Oh no, the withdrawals are setting in.
Yeah, I've been very good this week.
He says, "Well, take
Had
it."
like take a drink.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Shane.
Hey,
quick
it's actually
cue up-
beer. It's not a bottle of fucking pop this time.
I was gonna say when Dido said that they hadn't drank in a week and a half, I was gonna say cue up the astronaut Barney Gumble gif.
What?
It's
Dido not drinking? Dido not drinking while playing D&D? What's this?
I know, I'm drinking for you. Also, Kay, I noticed that like your room has attic access, and that's terrifying.
Yeah, I have 3 attics in my room.
That's so scary.
There's that one.
It's a good place to hide a body.
There's one on like this wall. There's just a little tiny dwarf door. And then in my closet, there's another door on the other side of my closet, which leads to another attic.
So you could just have people living in there, and you'd never know.
Oh, I would know because I check them religiously.
There you go. It's like I would know. I check all the time.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Oh,
That's
you-
fair.
The funniest thing is, the other week, I came home. I usually just check when I come home from being away for a while. And instead of checking, like looking in that one, I just stood up on my dresser and went, knock, knock. And no one responded, so I was like, we're good.
And it's just a, who's there? Shit.
I should just kind of go, Red Robin.
Yeah.
Well, everybody's back, it seems. I do have one last question for everyone before we dive into this, though. How do you all know each other? Are you just drinking buddies for the time being?
Drinking
Or
buddies.
That worked.
have you done
I have a
work
feeling,
with each other?
at least, Siggy has tried to become everyone's friend already.
No doubt.
Yeah, definitely has like when she first got to the bar, she came up, grabbed a bunch of drinks, and then was just like, "Here, you have one. You have one. You have one."
You get a drink and you get a drink.
Elizabeth was very fond of that.
And we probably have already discussed a bunch of pirate journeys that you've been on.
So there was this one time, a cannonball just tore the hull apart and fucking railed my crewmate for splinters. I had to take off his leg with a hacksaw. Oh, how he screamed.
Just railed a crewmate. Nice.
So have you guys done little small jobs together? Like little quests and stuff that people have already?
I'd imagine
Or you just know each other?
Lime and Elizabeth might be associates in a way, though her job is more poisoning, while mine is healing. Give on, kind of.
I try to heal them. But yeah, I'm sure that... What's your character's name?
Elizabeth Gallo.
Yeah, I'm sure that they've had a run-in. I've needed her to fix one of my problems.
You guys have probably have a lot of customers who are kind of second guessing themselves when they hear the names Lime, Cholera, and Gallows.
Yes, you're in a lot of trouble if you come to those two doctors, I gotta say.
And they work together? What the hell?
I think if not everyone, Siggy might have been like, "Yo, take me on something with you." Or, "Oh my god, I heard this cool thing that just happened. We should totally go check it out."
Adventure.
Adventure!
I'm there. I'm just there.
There's money involved?
Adventure. I heard money.
And glory.
Alright. So. Ooh, I need to get everyone's tokens. Ooh.
Starter page.
Yeah. Woo.
Ooh, I like that woman.
That woman.
You don't, okay.
What?
Nothing. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you guys are huge.
So huge. Oh, did you know there was also a token page? So that might be what
I
3 strings
did.
is.
I got...
I can check for you. Not that it matters now. But... No, he's not on there either. Why do they hate him?
He went into... He has work to do right now, so he's just not here right now.
Plus,
Just
why would he have a
genuinely-
token when he's in the most secretive order?
The
I'm
most secretive organization known as the Hoppers.
I'm just genuinely surprised he doesn't have a token.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll look into it later. But let's get started with Chapter 1. Okay. You all sit around a sturdy wooden table, lit by a brightly burning candle and littered with plates cleared of food and half-drained tankards. The sound of gamblers yelling and drunken adventurers singing bawdy songs nearly drown out the... almost not quite drown out the fine key strumming of a bard who plays on the stage not too far. Then all the noise is eclipsed by a shout. "You pig! Like killing me mates, does ya?" Then a 7-foot-tall half-orc is hit by a wild swinging punch from a male human whose shaved head is covered with eye-shaped tattoos. 4 other humans stand behind him, ready to jump into the fray, and as the half-orc cracks her knuckles, roars, and leaps at the tattooed figure. But before you can see if blood is drawn, A crowd of spectators cluster around the bar, around the brawl. What do you all do?
Excuse me. Well, I do nothing. I watch and observe.
Same.
Elizabeth
Wait, you said it
Gallows
was a-
doesn't care for the... Actually, she would care for the unfair fight. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna yeah.
Nah, but that's one of her drinking buddies. She's gonna cast Bane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my silent speech on the half orc.
Oh, you all are already
Be
on
like-
this page. Everyone can see their tokens?
Yeah.
Okay. So, if you all are getting involved, we need to roll initiative.
Mm.
It worries me that I am on this side of the table.
That's why I'm on the other side
Fuck.
of the table. Yeah, that would figure.
Where were those rolls last week?
Technically, I had a 7.
Those were my rogue rolls. I rolled like that on my rogue.
Jesus, Kay, a -2?
Yeah, I had a 7, and I was like, I'm putting it in Dex.
Are you at least wearing heavy armor?
I don't know. I'm wearing
She's
chainmail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Chainmail I think is heavy armor. Okay, that makes a little more sense.
she's
Yeah.
armored up.
She's also just very loud, I picture. I'm not loud, so it's gonna take a bit of me, like, getting used to her character.
I can't wait for stealth rolls to be made.
Also, I just don't have a loud voice, so I'm like, I need to figure out how to make my voice sound more like, hello! But, like, that's not how she is, but, like, not that loud, but, like, I can only do, like, theater projection, and then, like, my voice. And then I can't really go in between.
Alright, so everyone who's getting involved, has everyone... Oh yeah, you all rolled. Okay. I don't know why this is... Oh, no. Can you... Okay. Yeah, I'm just questioning myself. Alright.
You made sure it doesn't whisper anything?
Where... Yeah, it does. Alright.
So the gear, top right.
Yeah.
And just remember, you'll need to do it for
Everything.
Yep, that. Welcome to my Bane.
Alright.
I've got someone at the door. I'll be back in like a second.
It's okay. You're at the bottom of the initiative. So.
I will handle it as it comes. Gears, never whisper rolls. Okay, there we go.
Make sure the damage roll is also.
I'm
yeah.
at the
On a roll.
bottom
Yep.
of the initiative.
I mean, you tied, but they would technically go before you since your modifier is a negative.
Alright.
Exit button. Instead of the mute button. Did I mess up the cameras?
I don't think so.
No.
Nope.
You're good.
Awesome. Oh wait, yeah, these don't
Alrighty.
have names.
Alrighty, so you all see this bar brawl start to break out. Line, you are up first. Would you like to do anything or just observe?
I'm gonna sit there kind of looking nonchalant, but I'm gonna use my silent speech to the half orc. Hit him where it hurts. Yeah, hit him where it hurts. Like in their knees. Or maybe their head. No. Hit him in the spleen. And that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
Okay.
stay away.
I'm gonna give her inspiration for this. Which it is her turn next.
She's the one surrounded by all of the peoples, right?
Yes.
the half.
You can see, just from where you are, that she kinda looks excited. But she's going to... Let me just see where this goes. She's going to use the inspiration on the first one. Still doesn't hit. So you see her start to brawl, but she lands a good hit on these guys. Or the guy who hit her initially. I guess I should say. Astero.
I pass.
Alright. The bandits all seem to try and gang up on Yagra, who stands 7 feet tall compared to the rest of them. But they all take turns throwing hits. Elizabeth Gallows, would you like to do anything?
Don't believe they're...
Yeah.
Oh, they are.
Elizabeth will mutter something under her breath and cast Bane on the top 3 combatants.
That's charisma saves, right?
Yeah. I think so, yes. Charisma saving throw against a DC of 13.
Alright, 2 fail.
Nice. And she's gonna remain seated.
Okay. Siggy, would you like to do anything?
You're muted.
Sorry.
I was like, oh no, is that Siggy's voice?
No, that is not. I was just saying that. I haven't quite figured out a voice. I'll do it soon. I'll do it probably by next time. Maybe not. I don't know. It depends. I'm gonna be doing lots of work this week. Okay, let me get back on topic. Yeah, Siggy is definitely gonna stand up and like slam her beer down on the table. She's about like 6'5", so like she's pretty tall as well. And then she's gonna storm on over and be like, hey.
Are you able to control your token?
Yeah, I'm gonna go, maybe, let me check.
Should be.
Yes, I can. Wait, so how much are each of these spaces?
I'm sorry? Oh, 5 feet.
How much are 5 feet? Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm gonna get as close as I can to them and be like, hey. This isn't a way to fight. 1 against 5? 5, is it? I'm just gonna count. Yeah, that's not fair. That's not showing your strength at all. I mean, unless the one wins. But
you can see that they're all still... The 5 of them are trying to beat on the half-orc woman there. She, just by looking, you see that there is a fairly wide grin on her mouth. Both tusks showing quite prominently. But she's pretty much focused on the one guy who struck her first.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's really... She might end up, like... No, because I'm not able to... Yeah, I'm probably just gonna... I can... In order to use my whole... Like, I can double my movement and just have that be my turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna move closer and, like, be next to them. And just watch what's going on. And
Okay.
if it gets very out of hand, then... So I guess, like... Am I able to, like, ready an action?
Yeah, you'd be able to reach it in one, like, normal movement. Then you could just say, if I get attacked, I fucking kick their teeth in.
Well, is this the guy that's fighting her? Which of the dudes?
This is the guy she's focused on.
Oh.
And then all of them are beating on her.
Yeah, so, Yeah. If one of them, at least, actually, yeah, I'm gonna get in front of this girl right here. Don't know who she is. And just like,
Punch her.
I guess like, no, get ready if like if it starts getting too crazy to where it's bringing in other people. Like if one of them accidentally punches her, or like seems like they're going to, I'm just gonna grab them and like hold them. But that's really it. I'm not gonna engage unless someone else is being brought into it.
Okay. Alright, so everybody else is not getting involved beyond that point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, you see the fight continue. None of them draw weapons. It's just a brawl. But I'm gonna say that the combination of the Bane and you kind of like getting in the way and giving Yagra a flank, she wails on this guy, the one who struck her first, hard enough that he goes down, and two more strikes after she just decks him. So afterwards, she starts wailing on the second guy, who seems slightly distracted that you're right behind him. Manages to beat on him for a while before she ends up getting tackled to the ground, her head striking the countertop before her body just goes limp. At that point, Durnan, who is right across on the other side from them, has taken the time to casually just turn around, pick up a rather large sword, and set it hard against the counter.
While Siggy is over there, distracted, I'm gonna steal her drink.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
I'm gonna crawl up on the table and take her drink.
What's your passive perception, Siggy?
10.
10? You do manage to get it. She's distracted right now.
Yeah, I am distracted. I was gonna say I most definitely wouldn't have seen it.
Like, I got up on the table and spider crawled over, grabbed her drink, put my empty glass down, and spider crawled back into my seat.
Okay, you got one free drink out of it. After Durnan sets the blade down in a wordless warning, he then just gestures for the points to the door and simply says, "Ow." The four who are remaining standing, another one does look pretty bloodied. The four of them gather up their unconscious friend before dragging them out to the door, and they are gone. But they cycle out, and Yagra is left unconscious on the ground. Anyone else doing anything?
I mean, I would pick her up and make sure she's okay, but
Sure, do a medicine check.
okay. It's 11.
That's enough. She's alive. She's just she's just unconscious.
Am I able to move my token over to where she was?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. Then I would call out and be like, "Is anyone able to help? Hello, she's unconscious."
She won't die anytime soon.
That's what you hear,
Elizabeth turns
Elizabeth,
back
in your
around
head.
and grabs the beer.
You hear Elizabeth in your head, "I need a medic!"
Such a soft heart.
Does anyone respond other than not our party members?
Oh.
No, not in the 6 seconds that this happened.
I'll get up.
Alright.
Walk over. The masked woman walks over, looks to Sig. What's the trouble?
I just would point, say she's unconscious, just was ganged up on. I mean, she was fighting back, but she was ganged up on by
You
5
all
dudes.
hear a sharp scream as another moment passes. And when you all turn to see where it came from, you see a woman kind of like backing up and stumbling over herself before people start to turn and look. And in the center of this tavern, there is a large hole that just descends into Undermountain. And from it, you see... Whoop, I'm on the wrong layer. Ugh. You see a large green clawed hand curl over the lip of that well. And then a second, and you hear buzzing all around.
I did not do that. Did not do that.
Before this escalates, the thing I wanted to finish was Esterope puts a hand to Yadra, and I'm going to use my healing hands to give her 1 point of health.
All right.
And that's like, hold on. Stealthily. It's very much like just touching to look her over and just very casually slip in the 1 point of health.
Alrighty.
She's fine, Sig. Just let her rest.
Okay, but I'm gonna check on her.
We have more pressing troubles, and I'll gesture to the hand.
Holy crap, that is a hand. A giant hand.
Yep. She kind of opens her eyes and says, "Ah, it's a good fight. Oh shit." As the sounds of alarm ring out, a hulking creature climbs up out of the shaft in the middle of the tap room. A monster with warty green skin and a tangled nest of wiry black hair. There's a long carrot-shaped nose and bloodshot eyes as it bares its yellow teeth and howls. You can see that there are several bat-like creatures attached to its body, or 3 of them are attached to its body like flies. Or, I'm sorry, 6 of them are attached to its body like flies, and 3 of them fluttering overhead. The entire tavern reacts with fear, except for Durnan, and the bard, who continues to play her music casually as she watches. But you hear Durnan shout, "Troll!" And you all see this lovely sight right here. Whoops.
Well, could be good. Could just want a drink.
You
could buy it one.
You guess by the look on Durnan grabbing the blade, it's probably not here for a drink. So I'm just gonna show you this guy.
What's it called? What's the word? Looking on the bright side.
I mean, hey. I can't show that to you. Wait. Here we go. Right. Whoops.
Am I able to do something before we start fighting?
Nope. Not until I roll initiative for this guy.
Crying
You're
is a
good.
free action, of course.
Yeah, crying is.
No, it would just be trying to talk to this.
To this roll?
Yeah.
You can. I mean, you can try that on your turn.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah. It depends on how the other turns go.
God, there's so much in here. I'm gonna have to get used to this. Here we go. Got it. Make sure that this is not whispering rolls. There. And... Don't whisper rolls. Yeah. All right. Oh, right. I forgot to roll initiative for them as I was fixing that. Initiative. And... Initiative. Oh, God.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Okay.
welcome to level 1, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would anyone like to re-roll their initiatives?
No.
Or do you all want to keep what you have?
I'm
Also,
gonna
when
keep
you
what I
click the
have.
gear, you could set it to descending so that it repopulates your initiative instead of having to manually fix it.
I mean, if we're able to, I can re-roll mine.
Yeah, I'll take that deal.
It would have to be everyone.
I
Okay, never
I
mind.
am good with where I'm at.
Okay. All right. So,
Okay.
Lime, you're still up first.
Maybe you think I could get some good things off of this? Maybe I could cook up a finger or a toe.
Synthesized troll blood might be a good medicine.
You didn't roll turning.
Or a good poison. I'm gonna run up.
You didn't roll turning.
Yep, I noticed.
I'm gonna. Okay. Can I make it? Can I still hit the troll, or do I have to hit this claw-looking thing?
You can.
Or can I be in the
100%.
same space as that thing?
You can hit the. You can hit the troll, or you can hit one of the bat-like things clinging to him.
Right. I'm just gonna hit the bat-like thing
Sure, I can attack.
because I don't think I can get. I think that's my movement. So I'm gonna stab it with the tusk end of my quarterstaff.
That hits. Where is... Oh, there we go.
Sea of bludgeoning.
So you move forward and thrust the staff straight at this thing. The moment you hit it, you feel its tiny body just crumple and flop to the ground.
I'm gonna use the momentum of it just flopping to the ground to kind of like stab it into the ground. And can I like roundhouse kick the one right next to it?
Absolutely.
Another 21.
Yep, that one's dead too. And
I'm
It
gonna
does-
save you for later.
God, this character scares me. Alright, that one dies too and does not fall into the pit. It hits the lip of the well and just crumples over the other side. And these little monsters. Let's see. Okay. So. God.
Nope. And that 20 in there.
So, let's see. That's 10, 17. Mhm. 18. Okay. You see that The 5 of them that are still attached to this troll are just draining it. You see their bellies like gradually swell rapidly with this thing's blood. Another one. Let's see, who's the closest? All right. These things aren't smart. This one flies over to that guy.
It was attacking the troll?
Some of them were.
Or it was feeding off of the troll?
They were feeding the troll on the troll.
Yeah, most of them were feeding on the troll. And they were already attached. A couple of them fly out towards the nearest person that aren't already attached to the troll. And, oh shit, did I just close that? I did. Such a dummy. But they end up trying to bite into a couple of the people who are here.
Good thing I attacked them things instead of the troll.
One of them misses. And the other hits. So, oh, he's still up. Good on him. You see this one here flutter over, and you see the proboscis just like jab into this finely dressed individual, and they start to scream and bat at this creature. Troll's turn. Okay. The troll itself kind of. Actually, I'm just gonna have to grab all of these because these ones are still attached. Stumbles, except that one. That one's dead. Stumbles out of the well, just kind of swinging wildly. It does make 2 attacks. It's gonna. It looks kind of crazed and unhappy. But you see it bite at one of these things, hits, kills it, and it is swinging wildly. You're the only one bigger person in range. Make a dexterity save for me as I try to relearn these characters.
Me?
Yes.
17.
Yep, you miss as it swings at another one of the whoops, wrong page. Another one of the creatures, so you don't get hit for that 11. But you can tell that this thing is a danger to everyone. That one's dead. That one's dead. That one's dead. You killed 2 of them and it hit another one. And see, that one's dead. Alright. Yagra kind of like blinks bleary-eyed. What are you carrying? Alright, so she kind of looks at this scene as these bat-like creatures are just draining the troll, who, all I forgot, does something does happen to them. But you see her kind of just roll over, grab a large crossbow, and they start to take aim. Yagra, where are you? And they definitely hit it. She aims for the troll. 13. You see her land a solid bolt in the troll's neck, but it's still moving. Asteropi.
I'll look up from where Yagra had fired the crossbow, sigh, it's just hungry. Let it eat one and go back down to the Undermountain. Then I'll fire an Eldritch Bolt to try it. Actually, no. Yes, it's already over the lip. Eldritch Blast. You know, lay of it?
Are you aiming for one of the Sturges or the Troll?
The Troll.
That misses.
Okay. And she just kind of is like, And then I'm gonna move over here. But the two half-works between me and the Troll.
Darren, you see, just kind of vaults over the counter there and runs up to oh Jesus. Yeah, okay. So one. That one's dead. That was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So he can't move much further. Alright, so he kills one.
There's another one next to him.
That one's dead.
Ah, you had next it. Okay.
Yep. So that's basically as far as he gets, but you see him rushing into the fray. Sigrid.
Has Elizabeth gone yet?
Nope, not yet.
She should be first.
Yeah, I was like, I should be last. I got minus
Oh.
2.
I will fix that.
Cool.
Elizabeth.
No one's injured yet, right? Save for that person.
Yeah, pretty much. And the very
Okay.
tall half-orc.
Elizabeth is finally gonna just fucking gulp down the last of a drink, slam it on the table, stand up, and wander 25 feet to there, and she's going to try and swat that Sturge.
Go for it. That does. No, that misses.
Dang.
Anything else?
Shift 5 feet to here because that Sturge is currently eating someone. I don't think it.
It is attached.
get
It cannot. It cannot
Good.
attack.
Okay, that's it.
Sigrilda.
I can only move to here.
5, 10, 15. You can move
Right.
farther than that.
I can?
Yeah, you have 30-foot move speed.
5 times 6.
You can move 6 squares.
Yeah.
That was 1, 2,
And
3.
you can move diagonally.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
you
was-
can?
Yep.
Mhm.
I didn't know that. Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna go up to it. And I wanna try, instead of hitting the actual troll, I wanna toss one of my my hand axes at that thing.
At this Sturge?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, basically her thought process, I'm so saying they, her thought process is that this troll is just acting out because these things are eating him.
Okay.
At least right now.
Sure.
What would that be?
For your hand axe? An attack?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just make an attack with your hand axe.
No.
No.
That did not work.
Do you all want to use the fumble chart?
I mean, I think it's more fun.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I am throwing a hand axe.
Yep.
This is gonna be bad.
Roll me a D100, and Rin,
I
can
got
you?
it.
Okay. Can
Gotta
you
move
post it
in order.
to me?
Yes.
4.
4. You lose your combat footing, exposing yourself to your target. Your target has advantage on the first attack roll against you next round. Oh wait, sorry. This should be... Nope. That is weapon. Okay. Yeah, that's correct. So if the troll attacks her, it has advantage.
Okay. Well, she was aiming for the Sturge.
Oh, the Sturge then.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I just pictured that she goes to throw it and then ends up like dropping it and like is like leaning down to pick it up.
Yeah, you go to throw it and it just slips from your hand. You fumble a little bit with that. What was it? -2 dexterity.
Yeah.
You go to pick it up again.
Yeah.
As you do, another clawed hand just sweeps over your head. Line.
I am gonna first look at the Sturge on the end of my staff. What can we do with this? Maybe we need more. I'm gonna scuttle between the troll's legs to cheer. And I'm gonna swing at the one attacking the I guess it's a human, the commoner person,
Yeah.
in a stabby motion. Or not.
I suppose technically, would that be considered flanking? I don't think it would be because they're attached.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, doesn't work.
They're also not our allies.
That's fair. That misses.
Alright. Then I'm gonna try and bat it off of her.
That does hit. And he's dead.
Bye.
So you swat that thing, and you see her kind of like gasp and just like rip it off, and she seems to be freaking out a bit, but she's safe. She looks a little lightheaded, but other than that, yeah. Anything else?
Nope, I think that'll be it.
Okay.
I was gonna creep out the chick, but
Yeah.
Decided against it.
Yeah.
How many are left? Oh, just 2. Boop. 6 and 7. Alright. So. Yeah, I gotta get to this guy. So you see the two of these bat-like creatures that are attached as they continue to swell and get fatter. As they do, both of them end up detaching. They fly a little bit slower now, but they seem to be full on the troll's blood. And both of them are going to start fluttering away. And the troll's going to make an attack. Kills one of them. As a claw swipes out at the first one that tries to flee from it, now just gorged on its own blood. The claw catches, and troll blood just splatters everywhere across the floor and over the lip of the well there. That one's dead. And this other one kind of flies out over the edge of the lip from there. Troll's turn. It is going to... It's going to move there. It's going to make one attack against the thing that was attacking it. And one against you.
Ah!
Wow.
Never mind, it's not my friend anymore.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
Alright, the Sturge is dead though.
Yeah.
It just grabs it in its mouth, and as its teeth kind of clamp down, there's another just burst of blood as it just pops. Kind of like a water balloon, but grosser. That's his turn. Yagra just...
Wait, was the bite to me or no?
No. Just the
Okay, cool.
just the claw. Might have missed you, so... Whoops.
I'd probably say, it's okay. I know you're frustrated. We'll get everything sorted out. I don't blame you for that.
Another bolt from the crossbow just goes... Phew! The troll kind of like looks over in the direction and just kind of goes... Rawr!
Calm down. Everything will be okay.
Asterope, would you like to do anything?
I'm gonna. It's Asterope.
Asterope, sorry. I'm
Firing an
getting...
Eldritch Blast.
Oh, no.
Fuck's sake.
Oh.
That was at the troll. 42. Spell fumble. Your attack miss and gaze upon the actually that's the wrong one. Spell fumble 42. The placement of your spell startles your allies near your target, causing them to drop their guard. Hey! Teamwork. Your target is able to use their reaction to take an attack of opportunity on one of your allies in melee range. Oof, I'm sorry.
It's alright, it already used its reaction.
Oh, well, good.
Durnan's gonna run up. He's gonna glance to say, I'm sorry I didn't get to your turn. I was gonna let you try to make a persuasion check. But
you're good.
Shay,
yes,
he's had his turn since he used his reaction.
you're right.
Mm.
Someone roll me 1d2.
Evens.
Okay. Attack is going against Lime. Does an 11 hit?
No, I don't think it does. No, it doesn't.
So it snaps at you. It actually tries to bite the Eldritch Bolt that flies past, but it snaps in your direction, like right in front of your face. Now
Oh, what a
Durden's.
pretty tongue you have.
Siggy, Durnan like pauses and glances to you briefly and says, "I don't think it's gonna work," and he will make his attacks against him.
I can always try.
Natural 20.
You can always try,
Shay's rolling all the 20s tonight.
Decapitate that motherfucker.
and he does.
I'm glad that Nat was not on me.
Yeah. You see his blade carve into the troll's head, and its head flies off and back down into the well. And then he looks out over the crowd and he says, "Anybody?" Or no, he just says, "Fire," as a question.
Nope. No fire.
Nope, no fire. Okay.
No fire.
Radiant fire.
That doesn't quite count.
Elizabeth, you want to do anything?
Well, I mean, I do have a... What is it called? What is it, a tinderbot
You
that
do?
can create fire?
Yeah, Elizabeth is gonna do exactly that. She's probably... I don't know, she probably hasn't burnt that many corpses, but she's gonna light a torch anyway.
Okay.
And walk over. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and hand it over to Dernan.
He takes it and he puts the torch. He just like jabs the torch into the stump of the troll's severed, where his head was severed from his neck, and you see the fire kind of like catch and the body does not stand up again.
Is it still bleeding?
Nope.
I wanted to collect some of its blood.
There are a couple. Actually, roll me 1d7. Okay. Looking around at some of the sturges and the troll, if you wanted to make a check, you probably can harvest some of its blood.
What is that? Survival?
Yes.
Knowing what she wants to do, I'll help. I'm trained in survival.
Okay. You can roll with advantage. Durnan kind of waves Bonnie over. She moves over. You're all out of initiative, by the way.
Dirty 20.
Yeah. You manage to collect 6 vials of troll blood. Bonnie goes over and goes.
While,
Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, as he's walking away, I'd probably say, would you like some help cleaning this up? I can help. Do you have like a mop or something? You just kick the guy back in the hole.
As you ask that, Bonnie goes up to you and she says, "Oh, I was just gonna shove them all right back down. If you want to help, it's kind of my job." But you see her already just like picking up the little sturges and tossing them back down, and Durnan kind of like goes over and starts hefting the body back down.
How big are the sturges?
They're considered tiny creatures, but they're kind of like the size of bats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does anybody have a tablecloth or a rag or a blanket or something?
How would I waste a perfectly good rag?
Unfortunately, I don't have anything that could accommodate you.
Well, it's staying on there until I can find something.
What's staying on?
I got the sturge that's attached to my my.
Oh, that's right. You got a skewered
my
one.
spear. I did. I got a skewered one.
Yeah.
Bonnie kind of looks at you and says, "Do you want me to toss that?"
Oh no! I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna help mop up the blood and stuff. And then probably offer, just be like, yeah, no, totally, it's no problem, I can help, and then I can buy you a drink afterwards.
While they're cleaning it up, can I examine one of my troll blood vials to see if it is poisonous?
Yeah, you can. As Durnan helps heft the bulk of the troll after you harvest it back down into the large well in the center, he looks to the group of you and just says, "You fought well," and just goes back to serving drinks.
That was a 15 to find out if it was poisonous.
It's not poisonous. Give me. Are you proficient in alchemy or herbalist tools?
I am proficient in alchemy, herbalism, and poisoners.
Okay. With that, then, you would probably know that troll's blood can be used to produce potions. On its own, it doesn't really do anything, but it can be used as an ingredient to to craft certain magical potions. It does take time, but you have a pretty good idea of how it can be used. But it's at that time, if nobody else has any other anything else they want to do.
I'd just like to, I don't know, patch that person up, fix their piercing wounds.
Sure.
Damn it. Fucking roll a 4. I have a healer's kit too, so I'll take that out and just like swab it down, wipe off some of the blood.
Yeah. As you all are doing that, you're all approached by a man who kind of pushes his way through the crowd. Whoops. I'm going to give you all a handout. First handout. Well, not really first, but... Alright, chapter 1. You're approached by a man with a rather bushy beard, well dressed, and a prominent mustache. But he approaches like the group of you, and he goes, you must be adventurers, am I right? I could use your help. Let's find a table to talk, shall we?
Of course!
Hey,
We're actually sitting over at that one. If you want to join us there, I can buy you one.
Oh, that's great. I would love for a drink.
I can buy you 2.
Even better.
Do we want to go 3? Because I can do that.
If you're buying...
Alright.
I'm gonna scurry, like kind of rat-like, to put the vials safely into my alchemy kit.
Okay.
Precious.
Siggy, darling, I believe we're all out of alcohol at the moment. Would you be so kind to fix us up?
Oh, totally, yeah.
I just appear at the table. I didn't say anything. I'm just sitting
You
there.
just appeared.
Yeah, I'll call over, Durnan. Be like, hey, can we get another round?
Yep.
And 2 for this fella? I'd point to the mustache dude.
Sure. He brings a round of mustache dude. You don't recognize him?
I do.
Okay.
I just don't think he introduced himself.
Not yet.
Cool.
But the man who approached you, he strokes his mustache a bit and kind of adjusts his that floppy hat on his head, and he looks at you and says, "Volofam Gadar, a chronicler, wizard, and celebrity at your service. I trust you noticed the violence in our fair city these past 10 days. I haven't seen so much blood since my last visit to Baldur's Gate. But now I fear I have misplaced a friend amid all this odious malevolence."
Don't look at me. I didn't do anything with him.
Oh no, I don't mean you. I was actually hoping for your help. My friend's name is Fluin Blagmar. He's got more beauty than a brains. And I worry he took a bad way home a couple nights ago and was kidnapped. Or worse.
What? Oh no.
If you agree to track him down into Heist, I can offer you 10 dragons apiece and give you each 10 times that when you find Fluin. May I prevail upon you if in my hour of need?
Of course.
What does your lost friend look like? We'll need more information if you hope for us to find them.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice to know.
Let's see, where is...
I don't know. He kind of sounds tall, with maybe green eyes,
I imagine everyone is tall.
blue
for you.
hair.
No, his
Blue
hair's
hair?
not blue. It's
Yeah, you know, now that you speak of it, they are everybody does seem to be taller than me.
no. Floon is he's a handsome man, human, early 30s, wavy red blonde hair, not the blue.
Oh.
He's dressed in a very fine garb, or was last time I saw him. Very princely.
You know, it would be much easier if he had blue hair.
It would be much easier, but he does not have a blue hair, sadly.
It's alright. We'll still get him.
I'm gonna use my silent speech to Elizabeth. Prince, does that mean lots of money? Maybe more money than what he's offering? Should we ask for more?
No, I'm offering a lot of money.
Elizabeth, that was silent speech.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, I
silent
know.
speech. Telepathy.
For the sake of a prince, I do believe we might be able to request a higher bargaining price. Don't you agree? Is his life really worth all of 440 dragons?
Say it out loud.
Yes.
Oh,
I
you're
said that out
asking
loud.
him?
Oh, okay.
Make
I mean, I personally
a-
think every life is priceless, but
He points to he
I don't know
points
about you,
to
but
secret.
my life
secret-
is not priceless.
What if we've already paid a price for our life?
that's a little dark. You want to talk
Hey, you
about
know,
it?
sometimes you gotta go through life with a price on your head. Or soul. Or, you know.
I can give you a 400 dragons when you return, and I'll also offer a copy of my book, Vola's Guide to Monsters.
Can I read it?
You don't look like the type to read.
What is the reason?
Do you know how to read? What's 5
Yes.
plus 5?
10.
Reading
you
and
sure?
mathematics are vastly different things, my dear.
Yes, I'm actually well versed in the readings.
Regardless, what is the retail price of that there book of yours?
Oh, it's I usually sell them for 10 gold, but these are special limited copies. They're all signed by me. They're 50 gold apiece.
Will we be running into monsters along the way? Do you know of?
I don't know. Floon disappeared. He was drinking and merrymaking at the Skewer Dragon. It's in the dock ward. I don't know what happened to him.
Well, I would say if we're going on an adventure for you, that seems a little dangerous. Because, you know, he's been kidnapped. Or worse, like you said. I think it would only be logical that you would give us any of the resources that you have.
Up front, we might come into trouble along the way that desperately require those resources.
That's why I'm giving you 10 gold each.
15 gold each, and the book up front. 400 dragons upon our safe return of your friend.
Persuasion check with
Shit.
advantage.
Can I help?
They have
That is
advantage.
the advantage.
Oh, I thought you said disadvantage. I was like, can I help to make that normal?
No, you've all been helping. So, he kind of thinks for a moment, and
What if he is injured? I
He-
require medical supplies to keep him in safe, out of harm's way.
he opens the book and takes out a pen and says, "Okay, who do I make the book out to then?"
Well, apparently I'm not the reading type, so not me.
Appearances can be
Haven't-
deceiving,
What?
Siggy.
Why can't I remember his name?
You can make it out to your friend.
Make it out to Asterope if they can't decide.
Two of my friends,
the
Asterope
collective
and
of-
Company.
Asterope,
I like the ring of
Elizabeth
that.
Gallows.
Lime, cholera, and gallows. That's your.
Those are scary names.
You can keep it as
But here it is.
Asterope and Company.
He closes the book and he holds it out to Asterope and starts pulling out the 15 gold for each of you.
I tucked the book away. It's mine now. You
All right.
can't have it.
This happened a couple of nights ago. I would recommend starting your search around the Skewer the Dragon.
What can you tell us about this skewered dragon?
It's a dark what's a good word for it? It's a body tavern in the Dark Ward.
A body tower?
Like
Body.
dead people?
No,
Like
not,
cadavers?
not like bodies. Bodies.
Baudy.
Yeah, when you say that there aren't dead bodies, Lime just
I'm not
she's
interested
visibly
anymore.
disappointed.
Should I tell you what the definition of body means, Lai? Or are you one who is capable of reading as well?
I mean,
I
I'd
can
like
read
to know
one.
what the definition is.
It means it deals with sexual matters in a comical way, sometimes humorously. And she raises an eyebrow. there is a gesture like an eyebrow would be raised for the mask, but there's no eyebrows to raise. But like just a very subtle head cant towards Volo. Like,
Yeah, he does that. He does that thing where he like has his hands behind his back and just pretends not to notice.
I turned to him and I said, "Do you frequent there often?"
I mean, not often. And my friend, I may have drink with Floon, Floon, 2 nights ago at the Skewer Dragon.
So
Did
it
you
was
have
your
fun?
only time going to the Body Tavern by the name of a Skewered Dragon.
Yes, it's my only time.
Did you have fun?
Yes, I had very much fun.
What
Should
did
we
you
going
do?
back?
I'm afraid I
Is it more of a skewer like I did to this thing, or like if I were to ram you with my horn? Like
Or
how
something else?
how in depth are we getting with the skewering?
I don't feel comfortable talking about this anymore.
I feel like it's kind of a tavern that purveys to a certain demographic, if you catch my meaning.
I actually don't.
That's a good. Don't worry about it.
She gestures to Floon. Floon and his good friend went to a tavern that caters to sexual natures and deviancies. His good male friend.
Yes, for drinks and gambling.
I hoped you tipped well.
It's always just the tip with them.
At least that's what they say. Speaking of the tip, can you tell me more about this thing?
You wave it in front of his
Wow.
No, I kind of have it on the ground and pointing to it.
face. Oh, that's a sturge. They are bloodsuckers. You don't want them attaching themselves to you.
Well, we've gathered
Well, it
that
kinda
much
looks
from our
attacked.
fight.
It also looks dead. If it's alive and it's sucking the blood out of you at a pint per second, then you're not going to be standing long.
Is it useful dead?
Hold on a sec. Let me get some more information.
Shay's gonna hate me.
Here we go. Oops, wrong. No, right one. Whee! All the way down. Here we go. They're pests. But I imagine the troll blood would be quite useful to you.
Alright. I'm gonna take it off and chuck it into the pit thing in the middle of the bar.
And whoosh, it falls down. Makes no sound.
Speaking of that pit, what's down there? Do you know?
Under mountain.
Oh, it's as she says, it's under mountain.
Is it like very deep, or is it like you can just walk and then it's like a little walkway?
Would you like to see an experiment?
Sure, I love experiments.
I'll walk.
Oh, do you like experiments?
I'll walk Siggy over to the edge and push her. No, I grab like a wine bottle off another table and walk to the edge with her, observe, and then I'll let go.
Observe.
The bottle falls and disappears from sight as it falls into the darkness.
You can tell how deep it goes.
No sound.
By the time you hear the sound of impact.
I listen closely to try and hear the sound of impact.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm rolling horribly today, guys.
You don't hear anything.
Wow, it must be very deep.
That is precisely the point of this experiment. It will take some time for it to hit the bottom. I recommend not jumping down.
Oh yeah, because I totally was thinking about that. See, you get it? I'm funny. That was sarcasm.
Just stares. Quite.
From across the room, or not across the room, but from a nearby table, you hear, "Ha!"
Thank you! Would you like a drink? I'd point to the guy.
Miloon already lifts a tankard, showing he already has one.
I give him a thumbs up. I'll give you a hug as I leave.
Was that
unless you want one now, and I hold my arms out.
He stands up and holds his arms out.
I go over and hug him.
He gives you a hug back.
What is he like a human? If he's smaller than me, I'd definitely pick him up and do a little wiggle.
He is human, and he is not quite as tall as you, because you're 6.5 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not as tall as you.
Yeah,
you feel he's stocky, and you can feel that is pretty strong. But when you hug him, he kind of chuckles and says, "Sounds like you got a new job on your hands."
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be fun. Looking forward to it. Hanging out with some friends. Going on new adventures.
You'll have to tell me all about them.
I will.
You see behind him there is also a group of they look like they're new to adventuring. They have equipment and gear that is not scratched or damaged in any way, as compared to like Maloon's armor, where it looks like he's been in several scraps, and and the people sitting at the table that he was at are younger than he is. He says, "Well, I've got myself a job too, showing these kids down into Undermountain."
Oh, well, be careful.
Mm.
Do you have
You
that
too.
guy's book over there? It has a lot of useful information, I've heard.
No. I've got this. And he gestures to an axe strapped to his back. And it's a very finely crafted blue axe. Just straight up blue.
I'd laugh and pat his back and say, good, and I've got this, and I'd point to my great sword that is surprisingly in, like, very clean, not any scratches, perfect condition.
Have you named her?
Oh yeah, I've had her for years. Her name is, let me think of a name. I almost said ass, but I was like, wait, no. Her name's Amaya.
Good name.
Yeah.
This year's at your edge.
Wait, I could write down my sword's name though. Well, I'd grab my sword and hold it out and tap it against his and say, "She says nice to meet you."
I walk away from this conversation.
He kind of like chuckles at that, and like puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "Well, looks like you're looking for someone. I won't keep you."
Oh yes, it's a prince.
Maloon is like, he's not actually a prince. He's very princely. He's dressed very princely.
So we're looking for a prince.
He's not. Never mind.
Yeah, then I'd say my goodbyes would probably last a few minutes and then head back to the table.
He probably spends a few minutes saying his goodbyes too.
In that time, I've had her drink again. If she did not finish it before she left the table.
Yep. Your next drink is gone. You don't remember drinking it. You must be pretty drunk.
Yeah, I walked over. I would have walked over and been like, "Oh, well, I must have downed that," and then order another one.
Bonnie brings you
I'm
another
up.
one.
Yes, and then another one for this one. You guys want some cheese? Get us cheese. If not, I have this right here, and I pull out a thing of stinky cheese and put it on the table.
The beer will do me, thank you kindly.
I'm fine.
Oh, you're welcome. It's the
I'm
finest
gonna look at the cheese. I'm gonna cut off a sliver of it. And I'm gonna tuck it away into my alchemy kit.
That'll come in good use later. I've had this one for ages. And it's not like a huge thing of cheese. It's not like the giant one. It's just like probably about that big.
Alright, so are we going to look for this prince? Prince who was
Yeah.
promised?
I
The
don't
prince who's
believe
dead?
he's a prince.
I hope he's not dead. That is why I'm hiring you.
What else were you insinuating when you said?
Wait, do we still get paid if he is dead?
If you bring him back.
Dead or
So,
alive?
yes.
Preferably alive.
Hey, sometimes things happen that are just out of my hands.
I'd pat Volos back and be like, "Don't worry, I'll make sure he's come back alive. None of that he comes back alive.
I appreciate
I'll
it.
try my best. You can't make empty promises, but this is like 95% full of a promise.
It is very important to keep promises, it's true.
Yes. That's why it's not a full promise. But I will try my best.
So who wants to go skewer a dragon?
Oh,
Dragon
this is
skewer?
Not really.
I may need a few more drinks for something like that.
How much are you all drinking?
I mean,
I haven't drank anything.
That's true.
I've had 2 of hers, 2 of mine. I've had 4 drinks.
I've had 2.
I've probably had 2. Because I haven't
sit
had as
down
much
two
as
of
she
them.
has. Yeah.
Mm,
But she is a fast drinker.
Yeah.
So she was like, oh, I must have finished it.
Lime, go ahead and make me a Constitution save. You're fine.
Natural.
Like a champ.
You barely even feel the buzz.
Man, this is nothing. Need something stronger.
I can get you something stronger.
I've had chemicals that knock me out faster than this. Do you want to try one of them?
Oh, sure.
I'm just not gonna say anything.
That might
won't
not be
kill me?
advisable with our current mission.
Well, do we have to leave now?
Sooner rather than later.
Oh, yeah.
I'm worried
She
for
might
his
be
safety.
kidnapped. Yeah, we should probably
Usually-
go.
When it comes to kidnapping, you get the most evidence in the first day. We're already a day
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah, we should go. I'll pass on that for now. But we can do it another
I've already
time.
got my mortar and pestle out. All right.
Awesome.
I'll make you something good later.
I'll take you up on that.
Alright.
Alright, and then I'd stand up and say, let's go!
So, as you all get up and leave the yawning portal, let's see, where is the? We should have a map of the city.
Is the yawning portal a bar,
It is a tavern.
or is it a bar around the portal?
It is a bar of.
There's a
it's
bar built around the hole.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Let's see. So, you all are. The yawning portal is right here. That's where you all leave.
You can
I wasn't ready
unhide
to zoom
those.
out yet.
Sorry?
Make sure you unhide the markers so that we can see them.
Where is it?
She's working on it.
Yep.
Oh.
Oops. There you go.
Well, I don't even know which part of the map should I look at.
Right here.
It should zoom you in.
Ah, I see it.
You all would be trying to get to. Let's see, where is it? I know it's.
I don't think it's there. You can just make it up.
Oh, alright. So you all would be heading to the Skewered Dragon at the dock wards. So it's somewhere down here. Cola will give you directions to where you need to go.
Also, Kay, you said you worship Helm.
Yeah.
There is a temple for Helm in Waterdeep.
Oh shit. Cool. I'll make sure to stop by there before we leave. Not like leave now, but if we have to leave the city.
Cool, let's get rolling, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah!
All right.
Onwards.
So y'all start to make your way down down the street. It's probably mid afternoon. As you turn a corner, the sun is out. It's a pretty comfortable day. The breeze from the sea can be felt as you draw closer. But as you turn a corner, you find yourselves on a street that is blocked off. And laying on the cobblestones are half a dozen corpses. So, to a Lime who is looking for them, you do see them, but it's all cordoned off. They seem to be victims of a skirmish, and this has been happening more and more often. There are officers who have disarmed and bound 3 humans who are just drenched in blood. And a few of the officers seem to be questioning them, while others kind of just make sure nobody gets into the area. As you all approach, one of the officers who sees you moves forward and just says, "Get on. Nothing to see here." And
I hold up my
I mean,
medicine kit
obviously.
and say, "Don't worry, I'm a doctor. These are my companions."
What does that have to do with what he told us to do?
I'm curious. I want to have a look at the bodies.
Why?
It might have a relation to our current mission, don't you think?
I don't often associate random happenstances as correlating to things that we may be doing. No.
Have it your way. Onwards to the pub, then.
Guardsmen, what's going on to satiate their curiosity?
Gang,
Obviously, there is something to look at.
just a gang
Yeah,
skirmish.
just dead bodies.
Keep moving.
You see? Gang skirmish. It happens in cities like this.
Is there anything we can do to help?
We have it
Other
under
than move
control.
along? Mm-hmm.
What gangs should we be watching out for while we make our way through the safe city, sir?
She pauses a moment, then says, Avoid the sewers.
You hear that?
We'll be sure to do
Sewers.
that.
Is that a gang, or you mean literally stay out of the sewers?
Literally stay out of the sewers. This is a skirmish between Zentarum and Xanathar scum. Just avoid them. We have it under control.
You needn't worry. I'm sure nobody here is affiliated with the Xanathars nor the Zentarum. And
Oh, I'm not a part of any gang.
the head will cant towards Elizabeth.
Those low lives. Who would associate with them?
Indeed. We are very...
I don't associate with those scum.
We're,
I have a moral code to follow.
we are merely honest and upstanding citizens making our way towards the Skewered Dragon. Could you perhaps point us in the direction so we can best avoid the crime scene?
She'll point kind of towards it's a mostly southern direction from where you are, but she says you could go around go around Snail Street or go through Ship Street, whichever direction. Probably faster for Ship Street.
Snail Street sounds awfully slow. We'll take Ship Street.
That was a joke. I liked it.
No, there's normally much more traffic that travels through Snail Street. Ship Street's more of a smooth sail. And she just starts walking.
You hear the scene cuts back to Maloon as he's descending on an elevator in the yawning portal, and he just goes, just chuckles.
Look, I could do this. I could do this all night. It's best we don't get tangled up in Net Street.
Just a quick one. Are the people being questioned within 60 feet of where we are? Like where the officer stopped us?
You know, that's a good question.
Can I tell if the dead bodies are humanoid?
Medicine check for Lime, and what are you trying to do?
If they're within 60 feet, I'd like to flash Eyes of the Grave, which basically shows me any undead within 60 feet. I just want to see if there's any disguised scum lurking around.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and post that for me.
I got a 22 on my medicine check.
Yes, you did.
I'm looking to see if they're like, human, elf, gnome variety.
You see that most of them are human. There are a couple. You do see a couple halflings, dwarves. They look like a smattering of races, but mostly human.
I purposely stand 61 feet away from Elizabeth.
That was all I wanted to know. I wanted to make sure there wasn't any monsters or beasts.
Alright. Yeah.
We can keep going. Those dead ones are
they're just
not
corpses.
useful.
Okay, moving on.
Alright. So y'all kind of pass around the section of street that they have cordoned off. As you continue to move down the streets and closer to where you're going, the tenements tend to the buildings become more and more packed. A lot of the neighborhood is covered in shadow just with how high these buildings are, and most of the street lamps have had a lot of the street lamps you see have had their glass smashed and the candles stolen. The smell of salt in the air grows a little stronger. Salt in the air and excrement linger a little bit as you pass run-down buildings, and as you start to move down the road, going through Zastro, Phillip Lane to get to Ship Street, you end up coming by a shop that tends to stand out among the others. It's not your destination, but it's just blaringly obvious. It has very deep curtain windows, purple curtain windows, and in one of the windows there's a stuffed beholder that is also purple. And above the door, in elaborate purple letters, is spelled Old Zoblob Shop.
Zoblob Shop?
Hmm? It's relatively close to your destination at this point.
What does it look like it sells?
Purple.
Stuffed beholders.
What a cute.
I'm just gonna
little
walk
stall.
past.
Curious.
I would too.
I head into the shop.
You see Asterope just walk into the shop. What's
There
everyone
better
else
be a dead body or something worth it in there.
doing? Are the rest of you following?
Yeah, I'll go in.
Alright, so you all enter, and as you do, there's a cloud of lavender scented purple smoke that just trails out of the shop's door as soon as it opens. Every wall is painted purple. Every dusty knickknack on the shelves is dyed a deep violet. There is a hairless old gnome sitting cross-legged on a counter wearing purple-colored robes, and his cheeks are decorated with 9 purple face-painted eyes. The gnome, who has been smoking a pipe of lavender smoke, lowers the pipe and raises a hand. Hail and well met. Come browse my shelves of the most curiosity shop in the world. And I think that's where we'll end tonight.
Ooh.
Sounds good.
Awesome!
I was waiting for a roll a Constitution saving throw as you
Uh,
inhale this unsuspecting smoke.
No, the mask filters it. It's fine. All right. Well, hey guys, this was our session 0 into session 1 of Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Thanks for watching, sticking around. Shay, you had 10 viewers tonight. That's like so
Whoa.
much more than what we normally get. Yay! Thank you, people, for watching. Thank you, everybody who was in chat talking. We will be back tomorrow, where you will see most of us. We're just changing Dido out for Ark to continue our Curse of Strahd game. So we'll be back same time. So catch us for some darker horror in the D&D world, and hopefully nobody will die, but, you know, Ark pulls his punches. Cough, cough, make it harder. No, don't do that. But yeah, so we will
Now there will
wrap
be a
up here.
TPK tomorrow.
Now there'll be a TPK. That never happens.
we've had enough lately, I think.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. There's probably been enough of that.
We've met our...
Celestial powers too.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and send people over to Diesel Shot. They're playing the Alien RPGs, so check that
I
out.
don't want the new guys to die. They were cute. Unless they're talking about us.
They are talking about us. Anyways, have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.